It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for Larry Bird.
And the one thing that he'll be looking to change is the downturn in his three-point percentage. It's taken a hit here the last 10 games. I know he's putting in extra work to get that rhythm back.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Barnes, Conley out there with Collin Sexton. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's George in at the 3. And for Boston, Sarr out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Jared McCain. Then it's Simmons, and it's Bird in at the small forward. Here we are, Tim. A battle with two of the best defensive teams in the NBA. What's the key tonight?
Well, I think any team that could put together a run is going to be in good shape, because at that point, once you get a lead, you let your defense take over and maintain that cushion.
Now here's Conley. Just 5 to shoot from past the arc. That one, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. Pass to Sarr. Barnes grabs the miss. And here is Conley. Now here is George. They get the rebound, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now here's Bird. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Count that one.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Conley, the pass to Chamberlain. Pass to Sexton. Back to Chamberlain. Rebound Boston. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
And it has been a lot of fun to watch these guys. It looks like every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you, it is tough to keep a streak going. There's a lot of pressure.
Now, here's Sexton. Following the missed shot by Sabonis.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Now here's Simmons. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Three-pointer, Bird. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Stolen by Bird. Up top, Simmons. Defended by George. Bird inside. Barnes on him. Simmons finds McCain. Sabonis against Chamberlain. And here's Bird for 3. Sexton grabs the board. Gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. George in the post. Guarded by Simmons. Outside Conley. Trying to get something going. And Boston with the rebound. They're coming to this, having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games, no matter where you're playing.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
They double-team Conley. Outside, George. And it's off from three-point range. And Simmons has got the ball here for Boston.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Looking to end the run, and that's good from Sexton on the assist by George.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Simmons passes to Bird. Back to Simmons. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Conley, the pass to George. Chamberlain a screen. Knocked away. Stolen by Bird. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Conley for 3. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Boston leading by 5. Outside, Simmons. Pass to McCain. Back to Bird. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up with a strike. Mike Conley with the rebound.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
To the middle, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And as the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
And George kicks to Sexton. Chamberlain with a screen on McCain. 4 on the clock. The 3 from George.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Outside, Simmons. Into the lane. Bird passes to Simmons. Here's Sarr. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. You look at Bird, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Boston leading by 8. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Sarr. Here's Bird. Sarr sets the screen for Bird. Over Sexton. No good from Bird.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now, here is George. Hasn't made one yet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
And do you figure, Tim, we're at that point in the season now where we can really evaluate who the top teams are?
Well, Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. There are a handful of teams we knew coming into the season would be at the top. But now, as you look, there are additional teams starting to open our eyes, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the trade deadline to see who can make a move to close that gap to the top.
And one of the beauties of an 82-game schedule, right? You have a long time to prove yourself.
No doubt about it. There are phases to an NBA season. We're about to enter the most important one.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Bull. He's checked in for Alexander Sarr. Koulibaly comes in for Jared McCain. And it's Ty Jerome in for Ben Simmons. Now, here is Bird. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field and continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Bird outside to the paint. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you've got to be smarter. That's a low percentage pass.
And that one's good by Chamberlain.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Bird, the pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Bird passes to Jerome. Now Koulibaly. Pass to Jerome. Boston needs to get off a shot. Sabonis, and another basket for Boston.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's Shed. Fires the three. Sabonis grabs the ball. Koulibaly finds Bird. Now Sabonis, guarded by Chamberlain. Back to Bird. Lets the three fly. Chamberlain with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Prince's shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now Jerome, still without a basket. No problems knocking that one down. And Boston leads by 10.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Middleton. Following the miss by Larry Bird, Chamberlain with the basket.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. Pass to Sabonis. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
43% since taking the floor today. Prince wide open. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Here's Jerome. He has yet to score. Pass to Koulibaly. To the wing on the left. Here's Bull. And again, it's Boston converting.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
Well, you can see over the top of the defense like that, you have a huge advantage. Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Boston on top, leading by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
They've got Mohamed Bamba. Then it's Bol. And it's Champagny in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. On defense, Boston following the miss by Bol. Count that bucket. Middleton's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Pass to Champagny. His three-pointers off the mark. Caldwell Pope outside. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. GA, you hear about 3 levels score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, those little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Here's Champagny. No scoring in this one. Here's Bamba. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Being at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Pass to Shed. It's Prince on the wing. Here's Shed. 11-point game his last outing. There's the 3. Jerome with the rebound. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the center. Over to the wing. On the wing, Koulibaly. 4 on the shot clock. And Bol wide open. He shoots. Boston again missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The score now all even.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Koulibaly. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders.
And we're getting to watch 2 of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Boston. Mitchell comes in for Jerome. And Brian Keeve wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
Yeah, no choice there but to burn a timeout. You've got to talk it over, regroup, and hope your opponent cools off a little bit.
So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 5 to shoot.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's averaging 8 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, with some guys, we always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to work every night and actually produces.
Now, here is Chamberlain. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
I mean, even from over here, you can see. That one pretty clearly.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Chamberlain hits them both. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Bird. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Caldwell Pope left side. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Prince has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Koulibaly. Bird outside. Koulibaly with it. Scoreless thus far. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
And the big fella Alexander showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Here's Koulibaly following the basket made by Wilt Chamberlain. Caldwell Pope against Bird. Wide open shot is on the money. Bird's got 9.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Here's Shed. Prince with a screen on Simmons. And it's Shed missing.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Nice ball movement by Boston. Koulibaly, no good. Gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Prince with it. Now defended by Sarr.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Now here's Simmons. His last outing, he had 8 points. Bird against Caldwell Pope. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. First team.
Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. Jerome, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. The shot by George, wide open. Offline with his 3. Boston trails by 3, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
During that breakout 4th season, DeMontis averaged 5 assists per game, a crazy number for a center.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now here's Conley. Still yet to score. Sexton against Bird. Over to the left wing. Sabonis finds Coulibaly. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Yes, Sabonis making good use of his height and hustle there, playing on top of the defenders.
From deep, George. Larry Bird grabs the miss. Bird's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The 19-foot shot. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Sexton. Out to the wing. From deep, George. Out to Conley. Sexton against Coulibaly. The 3 from George. Makes that one after missing his first 6 shot attempts. 1 for 7 and hungry for more. Conley against Jerome. Pass to Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
Now here's Barnes. Last game he had 10 points. Chamberlain down low. Working on Czar. Here's Sexton. Here's Chamberlain. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Chamberlain got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Bird outside. Lets it go from deep. Bird lets it fly.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Without question, Larry Bird displaying his skills today.
He is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed.
Man, we are seeing 2 of the ultimate legends doing battle. It is literally just Chamberlain and Bird making plays right now. Everybody else is just being nullified. The defense is so good. Yeah, it's incredible.
Chris Milton's checked in for Barnes. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December.
Number 22.
Taking a look here at the visitors. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific.
There you see it, guys. Team Larry Bird, 17 winning streak on the line tonight. Trying to get up there to that number 1 spot with Team Chamberlain.
A lot of the promise they showed coming into the season, but they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch, when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
Now Bird, after Colin Sexton's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Jerome. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. We'll keep finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Now here's Sabonis. He's got 10. Pass to Bird. He is hauled in by Paul George. Gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Sexton, the pass to Middleton. That's tipped.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sar, has major defensive potential.
Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Jerome finds Bird. Over George. Bird's shot is good. Bird's got 17 now.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Conley, the pass to Middleton. Out to the right wing. Down low. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
Jerome with it. Covered by Conley. Sabonis' screen on Conley. Jerome passes to Sarr. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 9.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
Up top, Chamberlain. Pass to Sexton. Back to Chamberlain. And he gets the bucket. Chamberlain got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Bird against George. No good from Bird. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Jerome against Conley. Pass to Chamberlain. Outside for George. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain.
3 points.
And it's now only a 1-point Boston lead.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Bird outside. Baseline jumper, and it's Boston with another.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Fires from way outside. And so it's Larry Bird making things happen for Boston.
Man, this is crazy. Is Chamberlain and Bird just going back and forth? I don't think Chamberlain's missed but 2 shots. Bird's trying to get his teammates going, but man, they just keep recovering so well. And we're just doing everything we can to keep Chamberlain off the glass. We're sending 4 guys to box out, and it don't mean nothing. Just can't keep Chamberlain off the glass. I might have to go to a big lab and put Bol out there, man, and maybe put Bird the 2-guard position. It just gets super big because Chamberlain is just destroying them inside the glass.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings.
There's the standings, guys. Game and a half behind.
This hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away. Do not sleep on them.
They started 5-6, 17 games in a row. They're right back in it. They've already beaten Team Jordan twice.
That is more than enough of us.
But Chamberlain and Bird are off to an amazing game. Chamberlain with 28-13, Bird with 19-5-5. Both teams shooting over 50%. 15 and 16 assists respectively. Not a lot of turnovers either. This is high-level basketball, y'all. This is everything is precise because it has to be. One mistake, and you're gonna get blown out.
Turned out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work.
All right, let's go ahead and I usually have my substitutions for each team automated, but for this game requires hands-on work. So, oh man, I think what we're going to do something. We're going to slide Bird down to the 2-guard spot, and we're going to bring in Bol. We're going to go super big, and we're going to put Sarr at the small forward because he's a lot faster. He can get out and run. And then we'll put Simmons out there at the point guard position. So now you got 4 big guys. Every 6'10", 6'9", 7 foot, 7'3", 6'10". And you can run. And we're going to run pick and roll. We're going to a pick and roll style offense. We're going to spread them out and see how it works, guys. And hopefully this will lead to some more offensive rebounds for Team Bird and maybe some fouls on Chamberlain on pick and roll switches on rolls. And maybe some 3-point opportunities, too. We'll see what happens. And some post-up opportunities. Remember, Bird's playing in the backcourt at 2-guard, so he should be able to post up Colin Sexton.
It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down.
They got Mike Conley guarding him. Uh-oh. Going right to that. We're eating that up.
It's George. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Barnes.
They're going to put Mike Conley on him.
Boy, he's really in a groove dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now, here's Chamberlain. Connects from three-point range. Sexton's got 5 now.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Pass to Bird. Sabonis tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Barnes dishes to Conley. Chamberlain with it. Sabonis defending. That ties it up. He's got 7.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Simmons passes to Sarr. Simmons against Sexton. Back to Sarr. A wide open look for Bird. Nailed from three-point land.
There it is.
Bird's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot.
There it is.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh my God. Guys, sit back and enjoy this one. Man.
Sabonis' screen on Sexton. The kick out to Sabonis. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals.
Now we're getting those mismatches. We're going super big.
Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin.
But Chamberlain is so quick. It doesn't even matter. He just look at how Chamberlain moves without the ball. He just knifes right through all this size. We got the average size of everybody out there is 6'10", guys. So I got Sarr. Sarr's the most athletic big man that we have, and he's long enough. But even he can't stay with Chamberlain. We've got Bol over here on the help. He can't keep that angle, and Chamberlain just flashes in the lane, and it's just too much. Too much. Oh, my gosh.
Close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
One shot.
I want to put him in pick and roll, but he recovers so well, I don't think it'll work.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Here's Sarr. He's got 9. Back to Bird. Bird finishing in close.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Barnes outside. It's George on the wing, defended by Sabonis. Here's Chamberlain. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Now here's Simmons. The kick out to Sabonis. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bol. Nice ball movement by Boston. Stolen by Conley. In the corner, George with it. Off target from three-point range. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Boston. Bird with it. Chamberlain picks him up. Bird, the pass to Bol. Outside, Sabonis. Simmons finds Sarr. Bird is screen on Conley. Out to Bird. Over George. And good. And he takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bird's got it all tied up now for Boston. Up top, Chamberlain. makes that one. Chamberlain got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Sarr, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Got that bucket in no time at all. George has got 11 points.
All right, we've ridden this lap as long as we can. Guys are getting tired.
And Bryant Hakeem calls a timeout.
Chamberlain just caused so much problems. He got all these shooters around him.
Making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Sabonis. Jared McCain comes in for Sarr. And it's Ty Jerome in for Ben Simmons. Jerome against Conley. Bird outside. Bamba setting the pick for Bird. Pass to Bamba. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Now Team Chamberlain calling timeout. They don't like what they're seeing. This is a chess match right here, baby. Now we go into a smaller lineup. Going to a 5-out. Putting Chamberlain in that pick and roll. He wants to defend that basket. But those big men are shooters. He doesn't want to go out there and check those guys.
For Colin Sexton. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots.
Great play by Bamba to break up that alley-oop play.
On the inbound. And they recover it. Barnes finds George. Barnes sets a screen for George. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Boston trails by 3. And Bamba now top of the key. Back to McCain. Pass to Jerome. Here's McCain. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Lock at 6. Bird outside. This one for 3. The rebound by Paul George.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Now Chamberlain to the inside. Barnes. The putback. It's good on the putback.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's McCain. That 3 off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Barnes against Bull. Barnes passes to Chamberlain. 5 on the clock. Chamberlain with a screen on Jerome. Here's Conley. Chamberlain. Basket is good. He'll get a chance.
The rebounding is killing them. Chamberlain's rebounding is just insane right now. We got to come in with the... Man, this is crazy. It's just destroying them. Man. Sabonis is gassed. You got to play, man. So, keep Bol out there. Man. They cannot rebound. We just don't have it. And these are some pretty decent rebounders, man, but the whole entire unit is getting out-rebounded, man, by one man. This is insane. But you know what? That's Chamberlain. I've said before, he's the greatest he's the greatest contact rebound. What I mean by contact, I mean going up and getting rebounds above the rim. like with contact in a phone booth. That's how he played. It's not like how when Robin played, when you chase not taking anything from Robin. Robin didn't play like that. Robin had you had jump shots were far wider. You had 3-pointers, and you had different bounces on balls to help spread that around a little bit more and get bodies off of you. Back when Chamberlain was playing, you're talking about a deep shot was a 12-footer. 15-footer was considered a deep shot. So all the rebounds are basically shallow. So you got to be able to fight guys off of you to get those rebounds going straight up. And we're seeing it here. Sabonis, Bowl, Sarr is gassed. Coming in with Bamba, I guess. We'll put Bamba at power forward. And we'll let him. Oh my God, this is rough. We're going with that unit. Team Larry Bird in trouble here. That 17-game winning streak is on the line.
His own shot there and get the basket.
Chamberlain no good on the free throw. Boston trails by 7. Here's Jerome, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
For Boston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Ty Jerome taking 2 shots.
Remember, Team Bird already lost to Shaquille O'Neal twice. So they of all the teams that they've beaten Jordan, they've beaten they haven't beaten the bad boys. So the teams that give Team Bird the most problem are interior tough teams like Shaquille O'Neal's team, Isaiah Thomas's bad boys, and we're seeing it here with Chamberlain.
Like him, he is going to make those free throws.
Hits it down to Middleton. Pulls up. From deep, Prince. Here's Chamberlain. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Chamberlain got 43 points. Bounce pass for Jerome. Bird looking it over. It's McCain on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Bird. Boston again missing.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
A nice shot by McCain.
Yeah, Jared McCain can really shoot it. I like how assertive he has become from deep.
Caldwell Pope outside. Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there. And the layup's good off the glass.
Wilt Chamberlain hasn't missed a shot in forever, man.
He wishes
They
could
just
play this team
can't play.
tonight. Things are going great out there offensively.
Pass to Bamba. Bird against Prince. Elbow shot is on the way. Bird can't hit.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Here's Shed. Rebound Boston.
Well, he's over, but they're still winning, and that's really all that matters.
Here's Jerome. Pass to McCain. Sabonis sets the pick for McCain. Three-pointer, Bird. The rebound by Middleton. Gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Sinks the three-pointer.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Jerome. He's got 5.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Cuts off the pass. Here's the break. Here's Shed. Here's Middleton. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession. On Friday, I'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline.
Man, I don't know how you're going to... It's us, man. Chamberlain it's the rebounding. They're getting the stops. They just can't get the rebounds. It's Chamberlain. Those second chance points are killing them.
Now, Koulibaly. Still scoreless. Pass to Bull. Over Middleton. Bull can't hit. Gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. In the corner, Middleton with it. Here's Shed. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Here's Koulibaly. Here's Simmons. Plays it up and banks it in. Simmons got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Caldwell Pope passes to Chamberlain. Here's Shed. It's good from long range. Shed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
Chamberlain with the block. Here's Shed. He's defended by Koulibaly. Pass to Chamberlain. Bamba with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. So it's the visitors now. A 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Simmons. Pass to Bamba. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Here's Shed. Now, here is Chamberlain. 1 second left. Well, through 3/4 of play.
The fatigue is catching up with Chamberlain now, I think. He's missing shots.
And
I tell you, man, Larry Bird will have to get on fire like never before. Pull this one out, man. He's going to have to just go like, man. I don't know about Team Bird's going to pull this one out, guys. This Chamberlain just, he's getting tired, but man, he has done a number on him. He has done a number. Let's take a look at the stats so far. Team comparison wise, like look at the offensive rebounds, guys. Holy crap. 15 offensive rebounds. And we're not even in the fourth quarter, just going into the fourth quarter. That's insane. That is insane. And they're shooting 51%. So you're shooting a good percentage and you're getting second chance points. They got 19 second chance points to their 7. Yikes. Man. With that being said, we got a Bird. You know, they might want to go ahead and just put Bird up front, man, and put him closer so he can get him there and get some rebounds. Then we'll put Sarr at center. We'll come back with Jerome for shooting. No, I'm coming back with Sabonis. Offense. Koulibaly in there for defense. We need offense and defense. So, going to be rough here. going to be rough, guys.
On State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Ty Jerome. Sabonis is out there with Bird. Then it's Jared McCain. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
Free throw good, Bird.
Bird with a phenomenal game, but Chamberlain just, man, he's got 29 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, but it's like it doesn't even matter.
Bird hits them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Shed. Middleton, a screen on Jerome. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Boston trails by 10. Pass to McCain. Now here's Sabonis. He's guarded by Williams. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And that one is good from Jerome.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you. Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
Here's Jerome. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Bird. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Putting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Prince fires. And Boston with the rebound.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Bird finds Sabonis. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Just like his dad in his time, DeMontis is polished and disciplined.
Here's Shed, guarded by Jerome. Prince can't hit.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
A nice shot by Bird.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
And they've made some big plays to get back in it. This game is a toss-up now.
Now here's Middleton. They can't stop the run with that one.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Here's Bird, and it's Boston with another.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Here's Prince. Williams trying to break free. Prince misses. Inside, Williams with the steal. Middleton outside. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask
for. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Bird. He gets it in there. Bird's got 36.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Williams has a screen for Prince. Pass to Shed. Picked by Williams. Off target from outside. Boston trails by 3. And here's Bird. Now Jerome. Champagnie passes to Sabonis. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
To the middle. Williams looking over the floor. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Larry Bird.
Man, I am concentrating so hard. Oh, man, it's crazy. And you know Will getting ready to come back in. Let's get this lineup set up. You know Will getting ready to come back in. I think we've got as much out of this lineup as we can. Let's go ahead and bring back in Sar. Bird's been up front doing work. I think you're sliding back down. You bring in Sar. Sabonis out, come in with Bamba. Now you got your athletic shot blockers in there who can stretch the floor. And then I think you bring in Ben Simmons now for the mismatch in the backcourt. And Koulibaly for that weak side help defender. Bird's just going to gut it out. 62%. He's going to gut it out, y'all.
Floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And the experience and consistency Middleton offers is valuable to this team. He's still such an important player.
And here comes Chamberlain and Paul George. They got the big guns in now.
And he sinks the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Here's Simmons. Bird outside. They double team Bird. Pass to Sar. Back to Bird. Over Sexton. No good from Bird.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Back to Conley. It's deflected. Now Bird to take the lead. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Sexton finds Conley. Middleton outside. Sar against Chamberlain. Here's Middleton. And Boston with the rebound. Bamba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Simmons. Bird outside. Right side Simmons. And they double up Simmons to tie it up. And Bamba with the basket on the assist from Simmons. Bamba's got the game tied up here for Boston. Outside, George. Chamberlain with a screen on Bird. The 3 from George. And Boston with the rebound. Simmons got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bird outside. Back to Simmons. To the left side wing. And a wide open look for Shaw. Good on the triple. And it's a 3-point Boston lead.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Back to Chamberlain. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton.
Number 40, Harrison Barnes.
So it's Boston now. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. Now, here is Bird. Shot clock at 5. Saw the pass to Bird. A fader. And it falls over the rim and in. Bird's got 38 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Fades and shoots. That one's in there. The Boston lead has got back down to 3 after
Wilt Chamberlain going glass with the deep fadeaway.
Even if they end up losing this game.
Bird outside. Pass to Koulibaly. Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Bird. Over Sexton. And it's Bird missing. Gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Now Chamberlain. Over Bird. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Boston leading by 3. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Bird. Shoots it. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Conley. And here's Sexton. George looking around. Combo with the block. And the ball.
They couldn't get the ball to Chamberlain. He had Bird on him, but they couldn't get to him. Oh, my God.
Barnes fires. And he stays with it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here. And they're not getting the same number of...
Rebound, Bird over Chamberlain. No, he's guarding. Uh-oh. Clear it out. I don't think you like this matchup.
Bird outside.
He don't want it.
Shot clock at 6. 16 feet away. That does not go.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed. And this is why Paul George is a leader. He steps up in big moments and hits big shots.
Now here's Simmons. Knocks down the 3.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this...
Larry Bird.
Chamberlain against Shaw. Cleared away by Bird. And so Bird will bring it up for Boston. Here's Simmons. Now Bird. Koulibaly. And the 3 misses.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
That shot, no good.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the 3.
Now Bird. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Are you kidding me with this fourth quarter? This is crazy.
They double-team Bird. Just 5 on the clock. From about 19.
And that's one of the things you love about Paul George defensively. It's his switchability. It makes him so versatile on that end.
Jacks up a 3. Does not go. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try.
Wilt Chamberlain coming up short in the clutch. Where is Wilt at? He just... Bird made all the big plays. Chamberlain dominated all the way through, but it got to the fourth quarter, and Chamberlain just nowhere to be found. But not over yet.
So
It's over now.
that puts them up by 5.
5 points, 20 seconds to go. Unbelievable game. Absolute barn burner.
Second free throw, no good that time.
What a battle between these two legends, man.
And what's their best move at this point?
This was like, man, this was like Hagler Hearns, bro. Ali Frazier, the Philly in Manila, whatever you want to call it. They was just throwing haymakers in this one, man.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributes.
I tell you one thing, that switch, putting Bamba in, when we went to that big lineup, that changed everything. That's when they somewhat got back to the game. We took the starters out and went to the bench and went for more longer athletic guys with Bamba, Bowl, and then we put Bird up at power forward for a stretch. That turned the game around for Team Bird.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
So Team Larry Bird will extend its streak to 18 games in a row and come within 1/2 game of the best record in the NBA after starting the season 5-6. How about that storyline?
And who they decide to go to.
George puts up the 3.
And Bird gets the fast rebound.
They didn't make it easy on themselves.
Unbelievable. The heroics of Larry Bird in the fourth quarter. It wasn't pretty,
Especially early on, but let's give
but he got it
a
done.
lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with DeMontis. DeMontis, a great team win against a quality opponent, too. What does this say about how you're playing?
It's great for us, building our confidence as a team. Sticking together, I feel like we played better consistently, so it's good for us.
Confidence, extremely important. Thanks, DeMontis.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Larry Bird.
Man, what a ball game. They held them to under 90. Let's take a look at these stats. Wow, look at these numbers, man. How do you lose this game if you're Team Chamberlain, man? Man, look at all those offensive rebounds. 19 seconds, but Team Bird, just give them credit, man. They won the fast break point game. They won the points in the paint game, second chance points. They won the bench points. They even had more assists. They won more rebounds. And yet, they lose. I can't even call this one, man. How do you win so many aspects of basketball but yet lose the game? That's amazing, especially when you got more possessions. Look at that. They had 96 shots to Team Bird's 84. Team Bird made 10 threes. I got 28. They made 9. So there's really no advantage there. They made one more three than Team Bird made. Now, you can say that they took too many threes, but then again, Chamberlain was just destroying. I mean, Chamberlain had Bird with 41, by the way, 41 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, only 1 turnover. Took 39 shots, 4 for 10 from downtown, 40%. So, yeah, yeah. The Birdman did his thing, man. Let's take a look at his splits. He had 7 in the first quarter and 5, but more importantly, he had 5 assists in that first quarter, getting everybody else involved. He didn't shoot too well in the first quarter. Second quarter, though, he came alive. Went 5 for 8, 12 points, 2 rebounds. Took over in the second. Third quarter, more of the same. 9 points, carrying the load, 4 for 8. In the fourth quarter, just got everybody going. They had 13 points, six rebounds. Big rebounds. But Chamberlain, man, look at this. 47 points, 27 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks. Went 22 of 30 from the field, man. That's where they lost it at. Look at that, Paul George. That's where they lost it at. They ain't shoot well. He had a lot of open shots, too, off those double teams. He didn't hit them. Sexton missed one for you. That's where they lost it at. Too many three-pointers off those double teams they didn't hit. They didn't convert. Look at that. Conley went 0 for 5, bro. 0 for 7 overall. He didn't even score. And he was left wide open. So that's where they lost it at. The shots that we've seen Team Chamberlain hit all season long, they didn't hit off those double teams. Like, Wilt should have had like 13, 15 assists in this game, as much as they were getting double teamed. He was getting double teamed tremendously. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here from Wilt. You'll see it. That's just rolling. Look, double team right there is a kick out. There's a double team at the high post where, hey, he had already proven he could beat Sabonis off the dribble. So I had to come double team out high, which is where you don't want to be at. This is good defense on Bird right here. He forced Bird to a jump shot. I had him beat for the layup. I didn't want to. I thought he might try to block it from behind, so I settled for the jump shot. Because I fear his ability to block shots from behind. That's a kick out to George. One of the few shots he hit. That's a transition bucket. Man, he was just, man, Chamberlain. He had 18 points in the first quarter and 8 rebounds. Four of the 8 rebounds were offensive rebounds, guys, in the first quarter alone. Second quarter follows up with 10 points and 5 rebounds. Doesn't miss a shot. 2 offensive rebounds in the second quarter. Third quarter comes right back, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 for 12, 3 offensive rebounds. It's crazy. In the fourth quarter, he came up short like mini-me, 2 points. That's the story of Wilt's career, man. He never plays big in the big moments, man. That's always been his bugaboo. 2 points in the fourth quarter. For Larry, 13 big ones. Had that big three-pointer, too. That gave him the lead. Let's take a look at that three-pointer that Larry hit that gave him the lead. I believe this is the one right here that really changed things for them. This three-pointer right here. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Right off right here. I think at that point, the game was like a 1-point game or something like that, and he hit that big three. And from that point on, they never looked back. Yeah, they never looked back after that. That was pretty much the nail in the coffin right there. And this off here, this hurt too right here off of this. We went to this Ben. Remember, this was big too. Putting Ben Simmons in and letting him post up Colin Sexton. So they came in a hard double team and left Sarr open on the weak side. Problem is, they didn't seal the hole. You got to seal the gap, man. They didn't seal the gap. Wide open passing lane to Sarr. He just sits there, sets those feet. Modern era style big men lacing one up. Look at him. Bam. Oh, man, this was a hell of a game, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It won't be. They'll meet again. Like, you can see Chamberlain like Skeletor or Dr. Claw, Inspector Gadget. Next time, Gadget. Next time. They'll meet again. For Team Bird, look at that, guys. Now they're right there now. And Chamberlain now falls because the Bad Boys now have a better record. So the Bad Boys now take the number 1 spot. They're tied for it. But Team Bird now is a half game behind all those guys along with Team Jordan. But Team Bird has the tiebreaker over Team Jordan, so they win that outright. The only thing that Team Bird is facing that they have to get over that they don't have a tiebreaker over the bad boys. They've got to get back at the bad boys and get that back so they can get that tiebreaker erased to take that outright. Other than that, they are by far the hottest team in the NBA. 18 games in a row. They haven't lost in 2 months. We going into January, y'all. It's past Christmas. We're going to Christmas now. They ain't lost a game since. They haven't lost a game since November the 12th. So all of November and all of December. So basically 2 months, essentially. And now they're going on a long road trip. They got LA, they got New York, got to go to Boston, and they got to go to play the Pacers. Then they got to play Magic for the first time. Then they go to Philly. Then they come home to play Magic again. So they got a long road trip coming. But yeah, it's looking good for Team Bird, man. All these games are winnable. I think these will probably be some tough games. But listen, if you can survive that, what they just went through, you're ready for it. They're battle tested. Because there is no way they should have won that game with all those rebounds that Chamberlain was getting, all those second chance points, and they found a way to win that. That's crazy. It's crazy, man. So that's the story with Team Bird. As for Team Chamberlain, let's take a look at their situation. Team Chamberlain now is at 24-4. Their winning streak that was 5 games has come to an end, and they will now go on to play the New York Knicks, followed by the Phoenix Suns. So they really don't have them. Well, they'll play Team Dr. J. That should be a winnable game, though, because they should be able to beat them, I think. I don't know. I think they played before. I think they played Team J before. I think they beat them. No, they haven't. Nope. No, they haven't. Well, if you look at it, though, the Globetrotters, speaking of Team Wilt, have lost key games. They've lost a lot of key games to legend teams. Like right here, they lost to Jordan in a clutch game. They lost to Olajuwon in a clutch game. So what we're seeing is they can dominate. They lost to Kobe here in a clutch game, and Kobe over here is by no means leading the pack in the Western Conference. So what we're seeing from Team Chamberlain is that they're able to dish it, but they can't take it in the clutch. Because when they lose games, they're losing them in the fourth quarter against clutch, against proven guy like Jordan, Olajuwon, Kobe. Wilt has been outperformed in all those fourth quarters. That's what we're seeing. He's putting up the numbers, but he's not closing the games out. You got Olajuwon back here in this close game right here. This was a tough close game. 96-95. Let's take a look at what happened in this one, where Olajuwon and Wilt went together. I think Olajuwon had 45 and 23. Wilt had 32 and 32, 5 and 8 blocks, and they won the game by a point. A point. So that's the story out there, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who's up next here in the Daily View. My goodness. What a game. I think that's it. Nope, we got Diesel. It will be Team Diesel going on the road to take on the Miami Heat coming up next. Let's take a look and see how Team Diesel's been doing. As we go and take a look at the standings here, Team Diesel right now is this is an important game. They got to win this game because look at them. They're a game and a half behind Showtime. And Showtime, if you saw that game against Toronto, they look impossible right now. That fast break is really like since the 2K patches, they fixed the fast breaking on here. And Showtime looks pretty formidable. So you better stay in pace with them. So they're a game and a half. But having said that, they are in no danger of being caught, at least in the immediate future, by Team Dream, the Jays, the Mambas, or even close to the Clippers or anything like that. But there is a hellacious fight for that number 3 spot because, as you know, the number 4 and the 5 will meet in the playoffs, and you don't want that. At least if you're going to be there, at least be the number 4 spot so you'll have home court. If you're the number 5 spot, you're on the road the entire playoffs, no matter what. And you're playing a legend team out the gate, which is what you don't want to do. The top 3 teams will be facing the lower end team, like the Clippers, the Warriors, or Timberwolves, or whoever comes out the play-in tournament. That's where you want to be because you want to get that first round out of the way. You don't want to get into some crazy 7-game war in the first round with a legend team. That's just, man, you never know what's going to happen. My guys might get injured or something, and guys get worn down. You know, it's crazy. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look here and get this matchup set up here for you. Before I go ahead and end this stream, it'll be Team Diesel going on the road to take on the Heat. And I think it's a must-win game because they need to keep pace with Team Showtime. And they've been going through some problems recently, too. Because we take a look here, they actually lost. They got their butts kicked by Denver recently. Look at this one. They got their butts kicked by Denver. Denver held them to 77 points. Jokic with 21. They just embarrassed Team Diesel. I think Shaq had 34 and 23, but nobody else showed up. I think Isaiah Joe hit 4 for 9 from 3. That was it. Everybody else. Man, look at Michael Porter Jr. Jeez, he had 3 more shots than a dead man. 0 for 7 from downtown. Yikes. Klay Thompson, 0 for 8, man. It was brutal. So, yeah, they're going through some problems. Then they got beat by Team Kareem a week ago. And then before that, the Knicks gave it to them in a comeback game where they were up by 15, 16 points. And the Knicks came back on in the fourth quarter. So Team Diesel's got some questions they need to answer. And they'll be taking on some rugged contenders because they got the Miami Heat come here. Then they got the Bad Boys. That's going to be a vicious game. It's going to be ultra physical with Shaq and the Bad Boys. Then you got the Clippers. Then you got a rematch with Denver. Then you got Kareem. And then you got Miami. Then Kareem. So, yeah, Shaq's going to be going through a lot of big man challenges with the exception of the Clippers. That's a big man challenge. That's going to be a huge big man challenge with all the bigs they can throw at him with Zach Edey and I'll just show the roster to you guys. Where's the roster? They got Isaiah Hardenstein, Brook Lopez, big Zach Edey. Zach Edey's like what 7'4", 305 pounds, so he definitely can bang with Shaq. He's got the size, more than enough size. You got Nurkic. They got tons of big guys they can just throw at Shaq. And then, of course, you got Jokic. And then, of course, you got Bam Adebayo. Then Kareem's going to be a problem. And then you got Dream down here. And then you got Wemby. And then you got Jokic again. And then you got Dream again. And then you got Embiid. And then you got Wemby again. And then you finish up with Michael Jordan. Jesus Christ. This is brutal. Thanks. Here's congratulations. You get Jordan as a special gift. You got to take on Michael Jordan in his prime. And then you got Dr. J after that. So, yeah, they got their work cut out for them, Team Diesel. But with that being said, guys, that wraps up that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. Man, it was a good one. Like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time as we continue the Legends in the Modern Era Ultimate Season Showdown Challenge. Who's going to win this thing, man? We're back.